In the heart of Nigeria, nestled between lush forests and rolling hills, there once lived a young girl named Adesuwa. Adesuwa was known throughout the village for her kindness, intelligence, and adventurous spirit. But there was one thing that set her apart from the other children: her fascination with the legendary creature known as Ojuju. Ojuju was said to be a fearsome creature that lurked in the shadows of the forest, preying on unsuspecting travelers and causing mischief wherever it went. Some claimed it had the body of a lion and the wings of an eagle, while others swore it was a shape-shifting spirit that could take on any form it desired. Despite the warnings of the village elders, Adesuwa's curiosity only grew stronger with each passing day. Determined to uncover the truth about Ojuju, she embarked on a daring journey into the heart of the forest, armed with nothing but her courage and determination. As Adesuwa ventured deeper into the forest, she encountered many strange and wondrous creatures, from mischievous sprites that danced in the moonlight to wise old owls that whispered secrets in the trees. But there was no sign of Ojuju. Just when Adesuwa was about to give up hope, she stumbled upon a clearing in the forest where lay sleeping beneath the shade of a towering tree. Its form was unlike anything she had ever seen before, part lion, part bird, with shimmering scales and glowing eyes that seemed to pierce the darkness. Summoning all her courage, Adesuwa approached Ojuju and gently woke it from its slumber. To her surprise, the creature did not lunge at her with claws bared, but instead regarded her with eyes that held a wisdom far beyond her years. Through the course of their conversation, Adesuwa learned that Ojuju was not the fearsome monster that the villagers believed it to be, but rather a guardian of the forest, tasked with protecting its inhabitants and preserving the balance of nature. As dawn broke and the first rays of sunlight filtered through the trees, Adesuwa bid farewell to Ojuju and began her journey back to the village. Though she knew that many would never believe her tale, she also knew that she had discovered something far more precious than gold or jewels, a friendship that transcended fear and prejudice. Title: The Legend of Ojuju, a Nigerian folktale. As Adesuwa returned to her village, her heart brimmed with excitement and a newfound understanding of the world around her. She couldn't wait to share her incredible adventure with her family and friends. However, she knew that her story would be met with skepticism and disbelief. The village elders had warned against wandering too deep into the forest, and tales of Ojuju had always been told to instill fear rather than curiosity. When Adesuwa finally reached the sun was high in the sky, casting a warm glow over the familiar thatched huts and bustling market square. She made her way to the village square, where the elders and villagers gathered to hear her tale. "Adesuwa, where have you been?" her mother called out, rushing to embrace her. "We were so worried." "I went into the forest," Adesuwa replied, her eyes shining with excitement. "And I met Ojuju." A murmur of shock and concern rippled through the crowd. The village chief, a wise and elderly man named Moonlight, stepped forward, his eyes narrowing with suspicion. "Adesuwa, you know the tales of Ojuju are meant to keep us safe," he said sternly. "What you have done is reckless and dangerous." "But Chief Moonlight," Adesuwa protested, "Ojuju is not a monster. It's a guardian of the forest, protecting the balance of nature. I spoke with it, and it told me so." The villagers exchanged doubtful glances, a few even chuckled at the seemingly fantastical story. Adesuwa felt a pang of frustration but remained determined to convince them. "Please, you must believe me," she pleaded. "Ojuju is wise and kind. It only wants to protect the forest and its creatures. If we continue to fear it without understanding, we risk upsetting the harmony of our land." Seeing the sincerity and passion in Adesuwa's eyes, Chief Moonlight raised his hand to silence the murmurs. "Let us give Adesuwa a chance to explain," he said. "Tell us everything that happened, from the beginning." Adesuwa recounted her journey into the forest, describing the enchanting creatures she encountered and the awe-inspiring moment when she found Ojuju. She spoke of their conversation, Ojuju's wisdom, and its role as a guardian of the forest. As she spoke, the villagers listened intently, some beginning to see the story through her eyes. When she finished, a thoughtful silence settled over the crowd. Chief Olumide stroked his beard, deep in contemplation. Finally, he spoke. Adesuwa, your tale is extraordinary, he said. While it may be difficult for many to believe, I sense the truth in your words. We have always feared the unknown, but perhaps it is time for us to seek understanding instead. The villagers nodded in agreement, their fear slowly giving way to curiosity and wonder. Chief Olumide turned to Adesuwa, a smile spreading across his face. You have shown great courage and wisdom, Adesuwa, he said. From this day forward, we shall honor the legend of Ojuju and strive to protect the balance of our forest. Let us learn from your bravery and open our hearts to the mysteries of our land. Adesuwa beamed with pride and relief, knowing that her journey had not been in vain. She had not only discovered the truth about Ojuju but also inspired her village to embrace the unknown with open minds and hearts. And so, the legend of Ojuju became a cherished tale in the village, a story passed down through generations, reminding everyone that true bravery comes from understanding and compassion. Adesuwa continued to explore the wonders of the forest, always by the wisdom of her friend, Ojuju. As the years passed, the bond between the village and the forest grew stronger, and the harmony of nature flourished. And every night, as the village children drifted off to sleep, they dreamed of Adesuwa's adventures and the magical world beyond the trees, knowing that the spirit of Ojuju watched over them always. Good night, sweet dreams, and may the legend of Ojuju inspire you to seek the wonders of the world with courage and an open heart.